Howdy guys, it's Ben Streeper from pov.avi, section16.com, and the wide, the wonderful, the YouTube. This is my beautiful assistant Jody. Jody, say hi to YouTube.
Hi.
She is going to help me today, and we are going to demonstrate by popular demand how to vac form an ODST visor. What you're going to need, you're going to need an assistant. You're going to need a vacuum. This is a 6.5 horsepower shop vac. You're going to need an ODST visor base. This was pre-made to fit my ODST visor. You're going to need a box. Yes, this is just a box with the top of the box being made out of pegboard. You're going to need to cut a hole in the box to slide your vacuum tube into. As you can see, I didn't seal that hole or anything. The vacuum's just put in there. You're going to need to cut out a template to cover up any unused or uncovered air holes. Thank you, Super Wife, for doing that for me. You're going to need a box to attach your PETG plastic to. It doesn't have to be PETG plastic. That's what I use because it's the best. This is a sheet of PETG 1.2 millimeter. I know that's thick, but it is just see-through plastic. As you can see, I've attached it with several screws. What we're going to do is we're going to heat this up in the oven at 500, or I'm sorry, we're using the broil setting. Once it heats, we're going to push it down over the top of this and turn on our vacuum, which is what you need an assistant for, because you cannot physically push a box down and turn on a vacuum. So my lovely assistant is going to do that. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and set this into the oven. Boom. And for those of you at home, so that you know when to pull it out, we're going to be wearing our super cool spy sunglasses.
It's really cool.
Alright.
I didn't get to wear them yet.
So I'm going to go ahead and put those on. And I'm going to slide this into the oven. As you can see in here, we've aluminum foiled our rack just in case we don't catch the plastic in time. That way we don't get any plastic anywhere in the oven. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and close that. And I need my
Gloves.
insulated gloves. For those of you up north, these aren't hard to find. For those of us down south, we get them once a year. And looks like somebody turned off my oven, so I'm going to have to turn that back on to broil. Start. Alright. So what you're doing, those of you at YouTube, you're going to be looking at this, and as this begins to sink, you're going to pull it out. So because I've got the point of view goggles, I'm going to go ahead and move the camera over here to the vac form table, since I'm going to need to catch that really quick. That way you can see the actual vac forming in process.
It's going to be, the thing is going to be super
I can
loud.
zoom in on that. I apologize for the horrible camera work, guys. I'm an amateur prop maker, not an amateur camera person, so let's get that in here. And I also apologize for the background noise because we are doing dishes right now. We're in the kitchen, not the shop, so. Alright. Looks like it is still heating up. So we got a little whiles to go. While we're waiting, we can go ahead and relax. And we'll show you some of the features on our ODST visor. Now you can use pretty much any form, because when you vac form over it, you're going to lose a lot of the imperfections. So I'm going to show you up here on this visor. It's got a lot of cracks in it because I've vac formed over it a couple times now, and it has pulled off some of my Rondo. I'm actually going to mold this and pour it and clean it up again for the next batch of visors that I get. But all these dings and bruises and everything, the vac former is actually going to level that all out. so you won't notice it at all. Also, as you can see, this isn't a super solid piece. I've filled it with Flexit 3, which is an expanding urethane foam, and you can see I've hollowed out a lot of areas here so that the vacuum will actually pull through the visor itself. That'll help pull that around. So you're gonna need to make a new visor to be able to vac form. Joe, stop playing with the cat. Alright, let's take a look at where we are in here. I don't know if you guys can see, it's starting to bubble. Not yet, baby. You can see in the back corner here how our plastic's starting to bubble up. That's an indicator that it's getting ready to go. It's starting to fall down. So I'm going to go ahead and get my gloves on, because even though wood does not retain heat, it's better to be safe than sorry with this. And you may need to kind of push the plastic around your mold. Now you can see how that's kind of vinyl-y. That's the consistency you're looking for. Jody, I need you to go over to the vacuum cleaner for me. Press the green button.
Right now?
Yes, right now. Alright, now take that out. Flip this over. Push it down. And let the vacuum pull right in.
Told you it was loud.
Push the red button. Alright. We're going to take that off while it's still a little warm. Ooh, still a little too warm. Alright. We're going to let that sit and cool down a little bit. And that's it. That's all there is to vac form and visor. Now you got to get it out. Until next time, guys, this is Brent Streeper from the 405th, Section 16, freeforums.org, and YouTube. My wonderful assistant, Jody Streeper.
Hello.
We'll catch you guys later.
See you whatever day we see you. Rock and roll, man.